welcome to Rosie's Knitting Shed. I'm Rosie, and if you would like to follow me on Instagram, Ravelry, or have a look at my Etsy shop, it is down below in the box. Yes, so it's been a while since last recorded. I think it's been, 3 weeks or 2 weeks. I've been on a couple of hen do's the past 2 weekends. I went to York in the first one, and I went to Kent in the second one. There was lots of naked men, which I really enjoyed. And the first one, it was Australian, which made it even better. So yeah, so I had a great time. So he was is it a life drawing or live drawing? Life drawing. So he had to stand there with his bits out, and we had to draw him in certain positions, as you could probably guess. It's a hen do, so what type of positions it would be. Yeah, so I had a whale of a time. The other one was a butler in the buff. So, yeah, he was lovely. But bits aren't the most attractive parts of bodies, though, are they, really? Especially when they're all just dangling out in front of you in the air. Yeah, so they're not most attractive. But it was a great time. I had lots and lots of fun. Yeah, so I will go into my finished objects. So this is my Vertices Unite shawl, which I'm wearing. Oh, I'll get it the right way around. Is it the right way around? This is a pattern by Stephen West, and I just did it to take up a lot of my scraps that I had. They were quite big scraps, so I thought you may as well put it into one big project. So I have done one already, but I did the size large in that one, and it was just, I really like it, but it's just like too big, like for this time of year. It's like the deepest winter that you wear that one. So yeah, so this is the size small, and I shall run through the yarn. So this one is Debbie Bliss Fine Donegal, and it is got little bits in it. It's tweedy. And then the yellow in the stripy parts is John Arbon Textiles 4-ply in the pollen gold. And the purple, this purple, and in the stripes as well, that is the Fiberco Cumbria Fingering in the Castle Rig colourway. So yeah, so they're all like from jumpers and tops that I've knit. And then this one is one which isn't in any jumpers. This is a hand spun that my brother's girlfriend bought me for Christmas. It's lovely. It's lots of like purples, blues. I've lost the tag, but I've got one. She bought me two, and this one's like a brown with blue in it. So it is the by Marithdale, and it is hand dyed, hand spun, Blueface Leicester. This one is 54 grams. Yeah, so I think the one in my shawl was slightly more in the skein, I think. Yeah, I really like it. It's a bit more chunkier than the others, so you can tell when you touch it that it's a bit more chunky, but I don't mind. I think it goes really well. Yeah, so that is my shawl, patterned by Stephen West. Yeah, and I wrap it up like this because I don't like the bits hanging down. I'm more of like a snood type of person, really. I like it all tucked under and lovely wrapped around my neck. So yeah, so that is my shawl. The next thing I have in finished objects are my socks, and I had a bit of a nightmare with them. Like, you wouldn't have thought something could happen to a pair of vanilla socks, could you? Like, it's easy. So what happened was, I finished them, wore them, put them on the sock blockers to show you guys when I'd finished, and have them all nice and flat, because I'd had them on my feet. And then, so I hung them up, and the blooming thing dropped off, and I had like a massive hole in it. Like this big, obviously. Oh, I could have cried. I was gutted. Absolutely gutted, because I didn't even have the leftover yarn, so, because it was about here, I could have just cut it off, picked up the stitches again and started knitting, but I put it all into my scrappy blanket. So I was like, I'm not taking all that back. So I just darned it to the best of my abilities. I'm not very good at it. Yeah, I sort of blagged it really. So if I could find, I'll show you if I can find it. No, it's not them ones, I don't think. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's this one. So the hole was massive. You can't really see. See a tiny bit. But it doesn't matter, does it? They just go on the bottom of your feet at the end of the day. But yeah, so I used the needles that I used was 2.5, and I usually use 2.25, and I would definitely go back to using a 2.25 because I feel like I've worn them once and they're already looking a bit tatty on the bottom and a bit shabby, because they're a bit looser. And I think when you do it on 2.25, they last much longer and they look much neater. I don't know why. It's probably just in my head. But yeah, if you can see on the bottom, they're looking a bit fluffy already. I've only had them on once. So yeah, so I'd definitely go back to using a 2.25. I think what it was I knit my mum's socks that I knit for Mother's Day in 2.5, and I quite like them, but I think it must have been just slightly thicker yarn. And they knit up quicker because obviously you use less stitches, because I use 60 when I use a 2.5 and 64 when I do 2.25. So yeah, yeah, I definitely go back to using a 2.25. Yeah, but I love them. I love the colours. It is I don't think I've said the colour, have I? This is the Passion Fruit Cooler colourway. It's a mouthful, that one. I always get it wrong. By West Yorkshire Spinners, and it is in I think it's the cocktail range. Yeah, so I like them. They're done. So that's all my finished objects. I'm gonna go on to my whips now. My work's in progress. So where should I start? So I'll start with these first. So these are my mock smock socks, and at the minute I'm really into, I think it was it the Airlies socks, and they've got the slip stitch. I knit them not long ago, and I really like the slip stitch pattern and just how it looks. So I found another one. So yeah, this is mock smock socks, and this is by who's it by? Eddie Ekman. The pattern's by. It's my yarn, just one of my old ones that I dyed. It's not a repeatable one. I did it before I dyed properly. And it's got blues, pinks, yellows, and I love the pattern. It's so easy as well, and it gives a really nice texture, and it looks quite as if it would be hard, but it isn't. It's really easy. And I did knit one, purl one, knit one through the back loop, and then purl one cuff, which isn't in the pattern, but I just thought it looked nice. Yeah. So again, I'm doing these on 2.5. This is before I decided that I wasn't gonna do it again. But because of the slip stitch pattern, it sort of toughens it up a bit. It's quite sturdy. So I'm hoping that it won't go all fluffy. And I am a tight knitter, so I don't know why that seems to be quite loose. But yeah. So actually, what I was thinking of doing was, after the heel, was trying to follow through, because in the pattern it's just the leg that has the pattern on, and the rest is just like a vanilla sock. And I was thinking about following through with the pattern on the top half, and then just knit on the bottom, if you see what I mean. But I just can't be bothered thinking about it really. So I might just knit, but I do roll my socks down, so you wouldn't see the pattern. But meh, I don't know. I think I might start the heel now as well, so they're not that long. So I don't really need to roll them down. Yeah, but I really like it. I like the yarn. I think it looks really nice, and the pattern actually is quite standing out with it. Yeah, so quite a summery sock. The next thing that I'm working on is another Tegner by Caitlin Hunter, and I've just done the first triangle because it's got it's got a triangle there, hasn't it, and a triangle up above it, and I've just finished the first triangle. Yeah, it's really nice. I do love it. Again, I have knit this one before, but if you find a pattern that you really like and you knit it, and then why not knit it more? Like, you can have loads of them in different colours. So yeah, so I cast on with because my last one I did was with 4.5mm needles, and it seemed to just be, again, I didn't gauge. If it all goes wrong, right, I can't cry about it because it will be my fault. It'll be my fault, but I can't be bothered doing a gauge swatch. So, so the last one turned out all right. So I did it on same needles, 4.5, and it just seemed to be a little bit looser. So then I have changed to a 4 about here, and it's looking a bit better. But I don't mind if the bottom bit is a bit looser. It'll just go out a bit more, won't it? So it'll just give a bit more of the shape. That's what I'm hoping. So yeah, so I'm really enjoying the yarn, and it's like what colour is it? It's like a grey colour, like a grey mauvey type colour, and it's got like bright pinky reddy speckles, and it's lovely. And that is by Dina's Home of Crafts. It's got a little sheep with little balls of wool. It hasn't got balls. It's like a hen do. That's what I just think about, balls all the time. Yeah, so they are yarn balls. And it is called Touch of Crimson, 4-ply, 425, blah 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 blah, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. Yeah, so enjoying that, and I'm doing the size medium. I had to cast on 340 stitches without it twisting, which is the hard part, but I managed to do it. Yeah, so that's that. So hopefully it'll all work out okay, even though I haven't swatched. Yeah, can't wait. I love a good Tegner. So going on to what I am wearing now. So I haven't got. I'm all coming undone. Look. I haven't got a jumper on today. This is just from H&M. Woo! Do you like a H&M jumper? So my socks that I'm wearing, these are the Times Square socks by the Knitting Expat Designs. And you can't really see. Hold on, let me try and get closer. Ugh. Ugh. And I'm sitting on the desk. And it is a mock cable, or a couple of mock cables down the front. Yeah, and I did them on 2.25, and oh god, oh, out of breath now. I did them on a 2.25 circular needle, and it was knit out of Martin's Lab, and it was in a sock blank that I got from Edinburgh Yarn Festival last year. So yeah, so I love a good sock blank. I love how they knit up. I quite like to dye some actually, but yeah, I need to find somebody that stocks them. Yeah, so they're my socks, and the other one I'll hold both up so you can see the colour changes. So this one's more like green, and then it goes into like a yellow, and this one is more yellow with a little bit of green in the middle and orange. Yeah, I love odd socks. Wave with my foot. Ooh. Yeah, so that's everything. Oh no, I think I'm wearing. Where's it gone? My necklace, little yarn, my little skein of yarn necklace. This is by the Travel Knitter, and I got it from Edinburgh Yarn Festival this year, and yeah, I love it. I wear it all the time, and the yarn is dead posh actually. It's 50% camel and 50% silk, and it's like green. Yeah, really posh. Dead soft. So yeah, so that's everything that I'm wearing as well. And I think that is everything. Oh yeah, I've got a sale at the minute on my Etsy shop. I'm all coming undone again. I've got a sale on for Easter because I'm off work. Woo! For 2 weeks. So I thought I might put a sale on. And it is 20% off everything. Go and have a look and see if you like anything. Hopefully I'll do another shop update soon. Yeah, so if you want to follow me on Instagram, anything like that, it'll be written down in the box. Have a look at my Etsy shop and like and subscribe because I need to get to 100. Woo! I think I'm at 93 or 92 or 93 at the minute. So I might faint if we get to 100. And yeah, that guy from the hens will have to come and resuscitate me. Actually, I might faint on purpose if that was going to happen. Alright then, thank you for watching and I will see you next time. Bye!